Hello everyone, hope you all are doing well. This is Jayesh, and today I am going to discuss one interesting topic, that is DLL. DLL stands for Dynamic Link Libraries. For understanding this, let us understand how our application is created. In any organization, let's say if we have an organization and we are going to create an calculator as an application. So this calculator will be an executable .exe file. Now, if we are having multiple C++ files and if we want to create a executable files, then in one file we might be having our UI code, and in one file we might be having our logic. Now, calculator will contain logics for addition, subtraction, division, and multiplication. So this all this code will be present in one of the C++ file. And let's say this C++ file is to be used in our main code, main C++ file. So now in order to use this in our main C++ file, we will create a library out of this file. Means the file which contains the addition, subtraction, division, multiplication. These operations will be present in one file, and we will create a library out of that file, and we will be attaching this library to our main code file. To attach this library, we are having two methods. First is a static method and second is a dynamic method. In static method, the complete code and all the variables are stacked up in our main code file, and all those are also present in our exe. That means the size of exe increases. But in case of dynamic linking, the only the references of these functions are present in our exe. You can assume dynamic linking as if you are going in a restaurant, then in order to order something, you are given a menu card. Menu card contains the references to all the dishes that are offered by that restaurant. But they won't offer the complete dishes and tell you to choose from this. But they will offer you a reference to those dishes. So same reference is stored in our exe if we are using dynamic linking, and not the complete functions are stored. Let's talk about some benefits that are there by dynamic linking. So advantages of dynamic link libraries is reduced executable size. As we discussed, if we are using static libraries, in that case, all the code is present in our executable. That means the size of the executable increases. But in case of dynamic link libraries, we are using only references. Only references are present in our exe, and wherever these functions are called at the runtime, it will take the implementation from the DLL file. Second is the code reusability. We can use a single DLL file for multiple programs, for multiple applications. We don't need to duplicate the code. So this is second, code reusability. Third is the easy maintenance and updates. Let's say if we want to update something in our DLL file, then we can update it, and then we don't need to recompile our main code file, main executable. That means we don't need to create another executable, because this is a runtime thing. Our executable will take the implementation of these functions at the runtime from the DLL file. Then the fourth is efficient memory usage. Let's assume that we have multiple applications, those all are using a common DLL file. Then during when our application will reach towards a code line that will be using some functions that is present in our DLL, at that time the complete DLL program or all the functions and variables, everything of the DLL is completely taken into main memory RAM, and from that RAM those functions are referenced and that are used in our application. So if multiple applications are using a single DLL, then only one DLL is copied to RAM. Means if any single DLL is copied to RAM, then multiple applications can reference to that DLL. So it has the efficient memory usage. Then fifth is it supports modular architecture. In order to create better applications, we should modularize our code. We shouldn't have a single file and complete code in that, but we should have multiple files, and all multiple files should contain the relevant code to that files only. So we can create multiple DLLs, and we can add these DLLs at runtime in our code, and that is known as the dynamic link library. That these are all the advantages of DLL. Okay, thank you.